baby mama culture.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back.
Hold on, wait. Hold that right there. Let's hold that right there. Alright, it's the last reaction. Tony Brienne, baby mama culture will never stop. I mean, not tired. I saw this shit because I'm like, bruh, I hate the baby mama culture. I hate the baby daddy culture. I hate that shit. I came from I was raised in a broken home. Broken kind of fixed. The seal, the fucking cracks are kind of sealed and shit like that. But it don't matter. But still, like this shit, I want to hear about this shit. I want to be about this shit. And oh my god, this shit is fucking 40 minutes. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this shit popping. Okay. Oh, it's Christmas time. Let's go ahead.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Tony Brienne, and in today's video, we will be discussing baby mama culture and why it seems to never be ending. Now, I'm sure y'all knew I was going to come out with this video topic sooner rather than later because it seems as if the girlies are having a who can get pregnant the quickest before getting married competition. The it girls of our era are getting taken out the game one by one.
She's not my bitch.
Let me scoot up to y'all so y'all can hear me a little bit better because we have a lot to discuss. But first, let's just enjoy what December content is going to be looking like. We have the Christmas tree. I wanted to show y'all my new Christmas tree. I got the Christmas sweater on, and it is my birthday month, okay? I'm a Christmas baby. Capricorn season. So this is how our setup will be for the remainder of December, the best month of the year. Now, before we get into the craziness of today's topic, let's start off with a little bit of positivity because, child, we are going to need it. Today's quote of the day is, I achieve great results in everything that I do. Today's verse of the day is John chapter 6, verse 35, and it reads, Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. And without further ado, guys, let's get straight into today's video. Taking you in this moment. Baby mama culture has become a bigger and bigger concept and idea within the 21st century. From shows like Maury, Paternity Court, to the movie Baby Mama, to songs literally titled Baby Mama, we're seeing this phrase thrown around everywhere. And with this, it is now becoming more normalized to be a baby mama. And quite frankly, it is quite frightening that this is becoming a normalization. Now, before we delve deeper into this topic, I am not sitting here judging anyone that is a baby mama, okay? Please do not go into the comments getting into your feelings. This is just a topic that I felt that needed to be discussed, and it's a trending topic that we've seen in recent news with ladies like Sky Jackson getting pregnant by someone that people would label as a Pookie or Ray Ray.
You know I'm pissed about? That nigga is from Cincinnati. This nigga is from Cincinnati. Out of all the Cincinnati niggas, I'm gonna choose this fake ass Blake Griffin, I can't even say Walmart, Dollar Tree ass Blake Griffin nigga. How'd she find this nigga? How the fuck she find, bruh?
And we'll get into that a little bit later too. But please do not take any offense to this topic. This is just to inform and educate as all my content is. But let's define what exactly is a baby mama. A baby mama is identified as a single parent, particularly a woman who is a mother who does not have a partner or spouse. And unfortunately, stereotypically, this phrase is geared mostly towards Black women. Why is that, you might ask? Well, let's get into the history of baby mama culture. I wish I had some glasses to push up or put on so I can get into my historian and philosophical bag. But y'all gonna take me for how I am right now. As does apparently everything, baby mama culture stems from slavery. During slavery in primarily the Americas, the family structure among the enslaved was constantly disrupted. Enslaved people were denied the right to legally marry, children were constantly ripped away from their mothers and their fathers, and children and parents were sold at any point and at any time. This was just the beginning of forced broken families within the Black community. And unfortunately, the impact is still clearly felt today in the decisions that Black women and Black men are making every single day. Now, post-slavery, believe it or not, African American families were a lot more stable than they are even today. Up until about 1960, 70% of African American children lived in two-parent households. However, this number dropped significantly in less than 40 years. By the mid-1990s, there were only about 33% two-parent households in the Black community. At the same time, single mother households rose from just 20% in 1960 to over 50% by the 1980s and the 1990s, which is absolutely astounding. Now, where does the decline of two-parent households come from? Y'all will be shocked by who caused the demise of the two-parent household in the Black community. Honestly, quite frankly, I don't know if you guys will exactly be shocked. I think it's kind of obvious who can be put to blame as to why the two-parent household structure went down so significantly in less than a century. Now, the decline of two-parent households in the Black community stems from numerous factors, but the most prevalent would have to be the crack epidemic. Now, I'm sure if you guys saw the Netflix documentary 13th, if you didn't, I highly recommend it. You guys probably already heard a little bit about what the crack epidemic did and what President Nixon did to the Black community. In the post-slavery era, systemic racism and economic disenfranchisement made it difficult for many Black families to be able to establish traditional family roles that were working for...
Hold on. You really don't see this as often. A black woman with a violin, you don't see that. My daughter's gonna be... I'm gonna make my daughter do violin.
White people. Basically, daddy goes to work, he makes a great living, they have the white picket fence, the two kids, the dog, they're happy, and the mother's at home taking care of the children and taking care of the household. That wasn't something that Black people were as quickly able to do due to slavery and being pushed hundreds of years back compared to white people. Black people struggled to find good paying jobs because a lot of the workforce would not allow Black people to work at their facilities. And say they did have a job, the pay was absolute crap. So this is what led us to the crack epidemic of the 1980s and the 1990s. The crack epidemic of the 1980s and 1990s had a long and profoundly devastating effect on Black communities, and particularly to single motherhood. Here's how these two are connected. So if you guys do not know what crack cocaine is a hard drug that people use in order to feel a high. Now, crack is absolutely illegal, so don't go smoking crack, and it also...
I didn't mean to stop it on this, but she just gave us the most basic definition of what a drug is. Literally, you could say a drug is a drug that gets you high. Weed is a thing that you smoke and it gets you high. It makes you feel good or make you tweak out, whichever it is. Like, that's how she described it.
Causes people to literally lose their minds and can lead to your ultimate demise. So I do not recommend. But this is what a lot of Black people had to do in order to survive in this country because our government was not allowed.
Niggas did not, first of all, let's stop that right there. Niggas did not have to go and smoke crack cocaine in this country because of what was going on. That is not true. Don't put that on, Tony, don't put that on my Black people. Don't put it on my people. They did not have to do this to survive. They did not have to smoke crack cocaine to fucking survive. They had to go against racism, get a job, support their family, and make sure that their kids were good and build them up with strong family values to survive. They did not have to go and smoke crack cocaine to fucking survive. Come on now, stop it. Stop. No, we're not doing that to my people.
Allowing Black people to have that American dream, unfortunately. So crack hit the streets.
Cause black people had that American dream because we had the fucking the black what's it called? It's called the black I'm about to get it real quick. God, Jesus Christ, come on. I know I'm about to get it. It's with investing. I already know it's with investing. The black the black something. It's the black something. But I know it's positive. Black people was with it because they was up with it. It's several times. The black fuck? What's it called? The Black. This is actually about to piss me off. I didn't want to go to my phone because I'm not even gonna go to my phone. This is what we're gonna do. And then, okay, bet. You know, 1, 2, 3 movies. We gonna have to go through the struggle together. We gonna have to go through the struggle together. I'm gonna get it. We gonna get it together. The Black. Had experience with the we're gonna start with the Black Bank, and that's how we're gonna get it. Okay. Black Bank. Okay. Man, fuck y'all. I don't know why the fuck Yahoo. Nigga, give me Google. Google. Alright, go with the Black Bank. Not now. Alright, so we can go from there. Go Black Bank, and then hold on. 1560s. We're not doing that. Black fuck. Let's go investments. Oh my god. This is actually about to piss me off. It's a black something. The Black Boom. Let's try Boom. No, not the Black Book. The Black Enlightenment? I don't think it's not the Black Enlightenment. Black Wall Street. That's what it's called. The Black Wall Street. It's Black Wall Street. Look, Black Wall Street was a prosperous black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma, early 20th century. Symbol of black entrepreneurship and resilience in the face of racism and segregation. Black Wall Street. That's what we had. We had the Black Wall Street.
And it was in demand, especially in impoverished communities. Its low price made it very accessible, but its addictive nature led to a widespread dependency in those communities. And a lot of people were using crack cocaine or using any form of drug because they were just trying to make it. Unfortunately, when people feel
niggas not using drugs because they're just trying to make it. Niggas trying to use drugs because they're trying to get high. That's it. Stop that cat right now. Niggas just trying to get high. If they wanted to make it, they knew they was gonna stay away from it. There's plenty of people who's like, you know what? Damn, crack cocaine's going. Shit. Fuck that shit. Keep that shit away from me. I'm going to work every day, slaving, and they ain't slaves. slaving, doing my fucking 16 is the minimum, 16 to 20 hour job, come back home, body broken down, working in a fucking Ford dealership, to every type of factory work. Like, bro, come on now, stop.
Feel like they can't make it in this life, they are likely to begin to take other routes in order to aid that pain that they are feeling. So a lot of black people, particularly, and it wasn't just black, let's be clear, decided to start using and decided to even start selling in order to take care of their families and to be able to make a living, because they were not able to find a stable and good job. Due to this devastating epidemic and the growing addiction to crack cocaine, and the president at the time, President Richard Nixon, declaring drug abuse as public enemy number one, he created the concept of war on drugs, which meant making drug usage a criminal offense, instead of providing treatment for those that were using drugs. While intended,
to get rid of the blacks.
And I say that lightly, to reduce drug usage, the war on drugs instead led to broken families, economic hardship, and years of lasting trauma to marginalized groups and communities. The goal of this campaign was to reduce drug usage and the trafficking of drugs through strict law enforcement and harsher sentences. This campaign disproportionately targeted Black and Latino people, especially those involved with crack cocaine, which led to the mass incarceration of predominantly men in those communities. So how exactly were Black people, particularly Black men, targeted in the war on drugs? Let's talk about the 100-to-1 sentencing disparity. The 100-to-1 sentencing rule meant that a small amount of crack cocaine received the same prison time as a much larger amount of powder cocaine under the Anti-Drug Abuse Act of 1986. Basically, getting caught with 5 grams.
And guess what? The regular cocaine, see, white people. A little bit of cocaine is converted to, a whole bunch of shit of cocaine, a whole bunch of powder of cocaine they said was equivalent to a little bit of crack cocaine in Black people.
Of crack carried the same exact 5-year prison sentence as someone caught with 500 grams of cocaine. Why is this significant? Given that crack was cheaper and used more commonly in low-income communities, it was more common for Black individuals to use crack cocaine versus white people who would use pure cocaine, particularly wealthy white individuals.
First of all, LGA 25, what the hell, nigga? What you're not gonna do is come to my chat and say, "What's up, nigga?" and I'll follow. Who the fuck is LGA 25? Talking about, "What's up, nigga?" Nigga, I don't know who you are. You ain't my nigga. Who the fuck are you to say what's up, nigga? I'm gonna say what's up back because I'm respectful. But who the fuck are you? LGA 5 times 5, which is 25. What's up, nigga?
So this law, meant to reduce the uses of drugs, ended up disproportionately targeting Black people. And once again, this fueled mass incarceration, broke apart in families, and made it nearly
Nigga, if you're from Argentina, you shouldn't be saying nigga then. I don't know who the fuck. I'm about to go get your Argentina ambassador right now. Because you shouldn't be saying no motherfucking nigga, bro. Just because you see a Black man streaming and reacting to shit and you see another Black woman on the screen don't mean you need to be saying nigga, bro. Is you even Black? I bet you not. You Argentinian because you just said you're from Argentina. So I'm gonna need you to come correct. And hit that follow as well. But still, like, you need to come correct, man. We don't do no disrespect out here, because that felt very disrespectful.
Impossible for convicted individuals to rebuild their lives. So how does this exactly connect to single motherhood? At this time, there was a shrinking pool of eligible Black men. This was due to many Black men being incarcerated for either using drugs or selling them. For those that did their time and were now out of prison, they couldn't get a job because they now had criminal records. Many Black men were deceased due to gun violence because they were drug dealers, or lost their lives due to continuous drug usage. This led to many Black women becoming the primary caregivers in the household, often raising their children alone.
First of all, she got the crack thing right, but she's also forgetting about how food stamps were given to, females in the household, the women in the household, Medicaid and everything. Just that also has something to do with it as well. The cocaine, yeah, it's just really just it's a whole big thing. It's a microcosm. It's several different layers to it. Crack cocaine, the food stamps. It's also the shit that'll. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot that goes into it. It's not just a crack cocaine.
Keep on following me, y'all, because you guys are literally hearing how trauma and continuous cycles affect the Black community. The same cycles that we continue to judge Black women that are alive today for falling susceptible to. So with many Black women having to raise their children alone, they were unable to both work and take care of their children. Once.
All right, bro. Because you only are talking about how Black men, you're blaming on Black men on them getting susceptible to crack cocaine, but you didn't put in, like I said, food stamps. How the government was like, hey, if food stamps, Medicaid, other shit that will go ahead and aid the Black woman, which is good, but that's what's been aiding the Black woman on that shit to make sure they don't have no husband in the household. And which I can say that for as a Black man that shouldn't have pushed the Black men out the household. And crack cocaine was a part of it. Crack cocaine was a part of it. But it's not the full thing. You made it seem like it was just crack cocaine. In which I have to disagree with you on that shit. I have to. Because it wasn't just crack cocaine. You make it seem like, oh yeah, the Black man just want some drugs because they couldn't they with the society they was just stressed and No. Nigga, we overcame slavery, racism, social economic shit. Like, no. I'm not putting on my Black men. You can't do that. As a Black woman, you should know you shouldn't be able to you can't do that. That's why I say you go ahead and do more of a research and shit like that. That's not cool.
Once again, raising a child is a two-parent job. Let's be clear on that one. This led them to turn to welfare services and policies. In these welfare services and policies,
welfare is also another thing welfare is in the capsule of the fucking, like I said, the food stamps, the Medicare, Medicaid, and shit like that. Like that's the welfare and shit like that. The welfare was brought up with Nixon. That was all. That was all
allowed them
in
to
the
be
same
able
time.
to receive aid to care for their children. Now, this sounds great and dandy, right? Oh my God, the government actually wants to help people after they ruined so many Black families and communities. Well, prepare to be disappointed. These welfare policies, especially in the 1980s and the 1990s, played a crucial role in shaping single motherhood in Black communities. Programs like Aid for Families with Dependent Children, or AFDC, provided financial assistance to single low-income mothers.
Okay, she said welfare came in the 1980s and 1990s. Let's see when welfare was actually started. Okay. Shit, let me go ahead and get that shit back. Jesus Christ, get shit together. Beginning date. Come on. I don't know why this shit's on fucking, but this is actually about to piss me off. Cause I don't want no fucking Yahoo. I want fucking Google. Give me Google. Yes. There we go. 1930s. The welfare started in 1930s. See? And then look, War on Poverty, 1964. Lyndon B. Johnson. I already knew. I was like, bruh, the War on Poverty, bruh, I already knew. Like, bruh, come on now. Come on now. Stop it. Look, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, Job Corps, Head Start. Nigga, I already know I'm not talking crazy, bro. Come on, let's see if I can do this. 1960, not the 1990s.
But they often came with very strict and unreasonable rules in order for these women, these mothers, excuse me, to receive aid. These strict rules enforced economic dependence and discouraged marriage or cohabitation, aka two-parent households. For instance, many states would deny welfare benefits if they suspected that a mother was living with a man. So if you are a single mother and you had a boyfriend that you moved in with, or you had a husband, you would be cut off from any financial aid. This led some families to cohabit without marriage, because once you got married, you were completely cut off. They weren't giving you any aid if you had a husband. So these women would be in these long-term relationships, hiding the boyfriend whenever the welfare lady would come into the house. So these black women would become forever girlfriends in order to continue receiving the aid that they were already receiving. Because once they signed those marriage papers, they were not getting any aid. And mind you guys, it's not like the black man was making a whole bunch more money, especially if they were already in marginalized black communities. And then you had some women that would just flat out not date at all. Once their husband or children's father was locked up in prison or deceased, they just would not date at all in order to make sure that their children were receiving the aid that they so desperately needed. And this is what led to a lot of people in the black community, which we can even see today. I'm sure you guys know at least one friend that had this exact circumstance that I'm about to talk about. So with nearly 70% of black families not having a male figure inside the household, a lot of these women depended on the matriarch of the family, aka the grandmother, or even the aunts, cousins. Just a lot of the black families were led by women. And this heavily shifted the caregiving responsibilities from men to women. And mind you, as we all know, the American dream was for the man to take care of the household in terms of providing food for the house, paying the bills, and the woman just had to maintain the home. But now black women were doing it all, even after their children were grown, because they become aunties and grandmas, and now they're taking on that responsibility because black men were incarcerated due to the systems that the government set up. This is one component that I think led to the whole "I don't need no man" rhetoric that so many black women go by. It's very interesting because black men get so angry at black women for having this mindset. But if you look at the history, we kind of were forced to have this mindset.
I mean, in a certain sense, yes, y'all were kind of forced to have this mindset. And like I said, I will take accountability for those black men, in the back, in the early times. Like, yeah, they shouldn't have been forced. They should have been adamant and be like, so now I'm staying here. I don't give a fuck what's going on. We're not taking no Medicare. We're not taking no welfare type shit. No. We're not doing that. They should have done that. But like you said, a lot of other factors. Like some got strung out on fucking crack cocaine, shit like that. But also, there's a lot of black men who didn't get strung out on crack cocaine and shit like that, who was actually doing shit with their family. But guess what? We ain't gonna hear about them because we gonna talk about the majority, not the minority.
Great-grandmothers and grandmothers and mothers had to do this on their own due to the system set in place to keep.
My great-grandma, who's still living, God rest her soul. She's not dead. I don't know why I said God rest her soul. My great-grandma, her husband, Frank, who's my great-grandpa, love Frank. I never got to meet him. I think I met him when I was younger, like my baby years. I wasn't conscious yet. He was a man who took care of his business, and he was a jack of all trades. He worked. He also had an auto body shop in the back of my grandma's crib and everything. It's just, he is one of those men. Even if he did crack cocaine, he got off of that shit, and I don't think he did, but he handled his business, which is crazy. It's great.
Us back. But even now, we see when I hear certain women speak on the fact that they don't need a man in order to raise a child, when that's not what even God intended for us.
And also, it's not just because of fucking welfare. It's also because of fucking feminism. You can't just say it's because of da 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 da. This, yeah, it played a part, but it's different things. It's different things. It's also fucking feminism as well. Feminism did that shit. Where a feminist was like, oh, I'm a woman and I can do whatever a man does. That's literally, yeah, it's feminism, bro.
But I'm definitely not going to just talk down on this aspect of how black families function. I honestly find it commendable that black women were able to find that support within their families to raise their children. So while these extended family members did provide support for these mothers, studies show that there were and currently are connections to several things that continue to set.
You said black woman who got a beard, bro? Oh, it is AI. But
the
still,
Black community back.
it's
Lack
gotta
of a
be.
father figure in the household led to connections to increased poverty, teenage pregnancies, and ongoing societal challenges, aka dating, going to school, finding a good job, so on and so forth. Now, I also want it to be very clear that I do not believe the crack epidemic is an individual problem. It was not the single mothers or even the incarcerated fathers that led to generations of trauma. This was a consequence and result of systemic racism, economic inequality, lack of support, and policy failures. If the government took time to aid people with treatment versus incarcerating them for a problem that they had, which is being an addict, which is an illness, I think we'd be having a very different conversation today. But understanding the Black American
Tony speaking facts. Tony speaking facts, but it's not gonna happen.
History is absolutely crucial to addressing the ongoing problems that we are having today with the continued prevalence of baby mama culture. So now let's get into why baby mama culture is still relevant today. Well, we gotta be real. There has now been a glamorization of baby mama culture, and that is due to what we see in media. Though I do find the hood movies you would see on BET and even like those like little hood stories, The Coldest Winter Ever, or like those little high school series books that people would read, I found them to be very entertaining. But they also did help to lead to the normalization of baby mama culture. Once again, I mentioned shows like Maury, Paternity Court, heck, even Jerry Springer, that way to kind of make baby mama culture seem hip or trendy. But I
R.I.P. to Jerry Springer. That nigga's from Cincinnati. R.I.P. that nigga Jerry Springer. And he was on fucking the Marlins show. The Wayans bros. Hey, R.I.P. that.
Don't think that it became desirable until
we actually saw him, and I was younger. We actually saw him walking the streets of Cincinnati with his fucking wife, which is lit.
The 2010s, because when we saw baby mama culture in the past, it was seen as ghetto. You would see poverty, you would see struggle, but then there was a glamorization of it when we started going on social media. And that was when there was a very clear boost of popularity of baby mamas, and not just popularizing them, but also showing being a baby mama does not mean that you're poor, being a baby mama does not mean that you're struggling, and being baby mama does not mean that you are in the hood. And that was because of the rapper baby mama aesthetic. Influencers like Jada Cheese, Ella Bands, Ari Fletcher, India Royale, and that's just to name a few. They pushed the trend of baby mama culture, whether they intended to or not. I'm not putting the blame on these women, but they definitely kind of altered the imagery of a baby mama. So these women were all well-known rapper girlfriends turned rapper baby mamas. So Jada Cheese was with Lil Baby, Ari Fletcher was with G Herbo, India Royale was with Lil Durk. I think she's still with Lil Durk actually, though he's currently incarcerated. Once again, it's a system and a cycle repeating itself over and over.
First of all, all right, let's stop that right there. First of all, let's go back to not India Royale, the one behind it, the one who was with G Herbo. Ari is now with Moneybagg Yo. That's what I was trying to say. And then with Lil Durk, she talking about that. Oh yeah, it's the system doing it again. No, it was Lil Durk doing that shit. Lil Durk did that shit to himself. He's the one who wanted to keep drilling and he was listening to other people go slide for Vine, even though he had several songs with Drake. He out here had songs with fucking Chris Brown, the biggest artist, and he was doing this shit. Had shit with J. Cole. He got fucking Grammy for that shit. Doing this shit, but he was just susceptible to people getting to his mind and not thinking about the long-term goal. Just think about the short-term goal of sliding for his brother and shit like that and getting that payback. But guess what? It came back to him. And so it's not systemic shit. It's not no systemic shit. He did that shit to himself. He has to take accountability. That's just how it is. So disagree with you on that too.
It's so bad. And then Ella Bands was with A Boogie with the Hoodie, another rapper. So these women were very popular on social media. People were just really liking rapper baby mamas. I would say like in 2015, 2016, 2017, you would see whenever a rapper posted their girlfriend, she would get a really big boost in followers and popularity. And that was due to these ladies documenting their relationship with their already popular and rich baby daddies. These young girls would see the lavish gifts that these rappers would buy their baby mamas. They would see the lifestyle that these rapper baby mamas were provided. Trips, wads of cash, bust down wigs, designer clothes, designer bags, sports cars. These girls were just showing and documenting all the stuff their boyfriends / baby daddies would get them. Then there was the romanticization of their toxic relationships.
You've been in, of course, a pretty public relationship. Now, I don't know what's going on now. The ladies want to know, so I got to ask, what's the status? Is it single? Is it taken? Is complicated?
Is
it all of the above?
It's taken. It just, we be going through our ups and downs, but that's regular relationship stuff,
Yeah. I mean, you ain't going through nothing that ain't nobody else
when they get in a relationship with rappers too.
Ain't gonna be, how to act everything perfect, but we here still,
Yeah, that's good.
All these couples I listed would each openly discuss the amount of infidelities that their rapper baby daddies were committing on them. But then they would go right back to their man after he bought them a very nice gift, and the girls would continue posting these men, and these girls were like, oh my god, like, it's so romantic. Like, the entire concept of I'd rather cry in a Bentley versus a Nissan Altima is insane, but that is heavily promoted due to rappers like Future saying things like that and making it seem as if money is more prioritized than your respect and your womb. And just overall, these young girls would idolize the crap out of these women.
He cheated on you. Why you stay with any guy? I think he cheated on you.
Huh? No, I didn't hear you for real. What'd you say?
I said it was a rumor that he cheated on you. I don't know if you confirmed it or not.
No, he
cheated.
So why did you stay with him after he cheated on you? What made you forgive him? I say that because everybody cheat. Let's be real.
Not everybody.
You want to put it on the floor?
Everybody do not cheat. Everybody do not cheat. Stop it.
Can I get an amen?
Just because you did it, you let it get pissed off, don't mean everybody fucking
But
cheat.
no,
Stop it.
I was off him though. Like on some real shit, I was straight on him. I wouldn't talk to him nothing. Like I cold turkey cut that off. Almost.
As you should. Okay, no, for real. Why you took him back?
Because I feel like that. Okay, I'm gonna leave
Why
him.
you took him back?
And I'm gonna go be with somebody else. And he gonna cheat too.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully he don't, but he gonna cheat too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I'm gonna keep getting cheated on by the rest of the 30. So I might as well stay here and give him another chance and see if he can figure it out.
And I'm almost certain.
And what she was trying to say was, why don't I just get cheated on with the motherfucking nigga who got the money? That's it. Why not? You know what? Untrapped cheese. We was all positive and shit like that, but you about to make me get out of my character, bro. You don't even have to say that. You ain't have to
these
say
young
that,
girls
bro.
that were idolizing these women probably didn't even have dads at home themselves. I mean, unfortunately, 67% of black children are born into single-parent households. And typically, when there is a single-parent household, it's the mother caring for the child. So a lot of these young ladies were looking at these women because they didn't exactly see a healthy relationship in their own lives. And maybe their mothers were struggling and couldn't take care of them because they were single mothers. So they're idolizing the fact that these girls are with these wealthy men and they're having their way. The entire movement of the rapper baby mama just turned into an increasingly repetitive aesthetic. And we see it every day on social media. We constantly are seeing new baby mamas pop up everywhere. And this is not to just blame these women for getting pregnant by these rappers or getting pregnant in general. These men are slinging everything but the word of God everywhere. The rappers and male celebrities in general are way worse than the women. Unfortunately, the baby mamas are the ones getting dragged when we need to start blaming the baby daddies too. Rappers like NBA YoungBoy, Future, Offset, and P. Diddy are known for having several baby mothers. I mean, I believe NBA YoungBoy has like 10 or 11 baby mothers today.
You talking about dragging the baby fathers, which I agree with you on some points. We need to start dragging them both, but it's also, we need to take some fucking accountability. Those people need to take accountabilities. Those women understand that, hey, it's a rapper. He's already got 2 or 3 different baby mamas. Oh, I'm gonna change him. Bitch, no, you not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not gonna change him. So why would you get into that shit? You need to take accountability. Know who you're going for. Knowing that, okay, he's a rapper. He got several different baby mamas. Okay, I'm gonna be my mama. Okay, I'm cool with that. He gonna pay for everything? I'm chilling. Or understand that, oh, he got 2 or 3 different baby mamas and he ain't doing shit for his other baby mamas. Maybe I'll change him. You will not. You will not. It's accountability on both ways. Stop it.
Let's look that up actually before I get sued. At just the ripe age of 25, NBA YoungBoy allegedly has 9 baby mothers. Is that not preposterous? And we just turn our head and like, oh God, look at him, he got another girl pregnant. But then we drag the baby mamas that are continuously getting pregnant by him versus dragging him, who needs to clearly get neutered. Now, I'm not gonna let the ladies get away with it too much because, child, when do y'all draw the line at being baby mama number something, okay? I don't understand why we're continuously getting pregnant by men that are not marrying the women that they are impregnating, especially when carrying a child is so dangerous. But we'll get into that a little bit later. And we can't forget our actors, Eddie Murphy, Nick Cannon. He happily spreads his semen and all the women know that he does, and they're okay with it too. It's just the continuous normalization of broken households that is absolutely disgusting to me. And I don't even want to just say the normalization of the broken households. I want to say the intentionality of creating broken households. Because if you're hooking up with someone...
Hold on. I don't think Eddie Murphy has Fuck You on Trapped Cheese too. I don't think Eddie Murphy has several baby mamas. He has one wife who he had several kids with, and then he divorced her and has another wife. So I think
unprotectedly, and you guys know you guys aren't together, but then you guys
hold on. Instead, nigga, I can go ahead and search that up right now. Let's go Google. Eddie Murphy. Let's do kids. Okay, cool. So he has. See more. Okay, cool. Children, and then let's go. Let's do baby mamas. Oh, never mind. Turns out Eddie Murphy is a hoe. Damn. I was wrong. Hey, look, I'm a man. I was wrong. Eddie Murphy is a hoe, and he's actually going shit.
Conceive a child and you decide to keep that child knowing you're not together, that's purposely creating a broken household. And y'all are not about to say that I am minimizing baby mamas by saying that. But once again, we'll get into that a little bit later. So while we're dragging the baby mamas, we need to drag the baby daddies too. And that's to summarize that point, because these men are having so many children. I don't want to say they're breeding so many children like they're dogs. Well, they're not far off, I guess. And in terms of the rapper baby mama aesthetic, some women are entirely skipping the concept of being a girlfriend, let alone a marriage, in order to achieve the star spot of being a rapper baby mama. Because from what they've seen from the Ari Fletchers and the Jada Waitas, or Jada Cheese, whatever you want to call her, they see the lavish lifestyle and clout you can get from being attached to one of these rappers, not thinking of their child that they're potentially leading to a very traumatic lifestyle due to just having this stigmatized label. We constantly see skits of people talking about their baby mama and baby daddy, and we have people like Sexy Red creating songs highlighting being a baby mama, or creating lyrics saying that. In her song, what's it called? Babe, I love you my everything. That song, I'm forgetting the name of the song. She literally says in the lyric, I'm your main B, F a wedding ring. Like right away, that just promotes the entire concept of that I'm going to be your ride or die without even getting a marriage. And the crazy part is, even the black girls that we look up to that are celebrities or have a platform that you would never suspect would end up in this same situation where we're saying that they're baby mamas. They have even caught the pregnancy bug. We have people like Keke Palmer, Sky Jackson, Naomi Osaka, Halle Bailey, falling pregnant by men that will not put a ring on their finger. I think what disappointed so many people about these women in particular is that they were considered role models to a lot of young girls. And I'm not saying that they came into this world to be a role model. Well, maybe Halle, because she was a Disney princess, but I think it just upsets people that we're continuing to see the normalization of black women getting pregnant without a ring. And even the ones that you at least expect, that we expect to promote things like getting that ring before you get pregnant, they're even falling susceptible to the same thing.
Y'all realize this baby mama culture a little too much. I saw this girl post on Twitter, I might have my baby when I was 16, but at least I'll be outside by 30. Baby, I don't want to be in no clubs at 30. I want to be young and turn now.
But my shit's way bigger than yours.
I don't want to be carrying a carriage in the airport. I'm not even going to lie to you. Every time I see a baby board my flight, I get tight. Cause I know for a fact once that airplane go up and their ears pop, we gonna hear a whole lot of screaming. And them baby screams are not the one you can mute out with some Beat Studios.
Hey, nigga,
you gonna hear right through that
make
shit.
Our song on
don't y'all
Friday,
wanna ring?
And then
don't y'all want
I want to make several songs, bro.
Like Title talking about it's okay if he doesn't want the kid.
Songs.
I want the kid. At your ripe age of 20, 21, 22, 23, and y'all be picking the brokest baby daddies. Why your baby daddy work at Foot Locker? He not even the manager.
Foot Locker.
Your baby daddy makes $15 an hour. What be frying me is y'all don't even be waiting until y'all be stable to have kids. Y'all go right back to your mama house in your bedroom where you grew up in and make a little carrier right next to your bedside. You don't see a problem with that? Now you and your baby sharing the room you grew up in. I'm literally a nanny. Every day when I come into work, it literally reminds me why I'm so blessed that I don't have to come home to a coochie goblin. They cure my baby fever right up because having kids ain't easy. And then y'all don't only have one. Y'all have
put me
two.
on, brother.
I'm just saying how y'all having gender reveal parties before y'all having housewarmings. But don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger.
In terms of me mentioning a Pookie and Ray Ray from earlier, when I was speaking on Sky Jackson getting pregnant, that's what is most concerning is that these black women are getting pregnant by people that we also consider to be lower than them. The only person I'm going to excuse from this conversation would definitely have to be Halle Bailey. People come for DDG like nobody's business. I have like my thoughts and opinions on him, but overall, this man is not a brokey, a dusty. He's heavily and highly educated. He works his ASS off in order to be where he is today, and he grinds all the time. It may not be ideal to what y'all consider clocking in for a 9 to 5, but being on stream all day and making content all day, that's a job in itself. Like, I don't even do that. And he makes millions from that, okay? So I'm not gonna call him a bum, but I will hold him accountable for not marrying a woman that you decided to get pregnant, but you want a second child with her.
Okay, hold on. Because you don't even know the full story. We don't know the full story. We don't know what's in that fucking relationship. So you can't dictate. You can give your opinion, but you can't dictate, oh, y'all, my opinions, you should have done this, da-da-da-da. You don't know what was happening in their relationship because you wasn't there. That's why I don't give my fucking opinions. I mean, I do, but I know that I wasn't there. You can't do that. I mean, you can't do that. It's freedom of speech, but come on now. You can't. Come on now.
Which he's
like, y'all get what I mean. You get what I mean.
Very soon. I don't want Halo to be 10 and his little brother is 1. I feel like that defeats the entire purpose of having another kid. Like, me and my brother hella close because we're not that far in age. Maybe like in the next 2-3 years or so. If I don't have another kid within the next 4 years, I'm cool with just having Halo. One thing that I do not want to do is have baby mamas. If I was to have another kid, it definitely would be with the same person. Like, I don't want to have kids with multiple people. When the dad has another kid with another woman, the kid's not as close as the mother having another kid with another man. You get what I'm saying? Because moms is like always, like everybody's going to be a mama's boy. I know Halo going to be a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy to this day.
Me and my brother
obviously have different dads. He's dark skinned.
Shout out to all the mama's boys.
Like, it's obvious. But we got the same mom. So us having the same mom, we grew up in the same household 24/7. His dad is a deadbeat. My dad isn't. So my dad kind of raised my brother and my other brother that passed away. So it made all of us a family.
The issue is that these women are with these men that do not consider them valuable enough to put a ring on their finger, but they find them valuable enough to go ahead and get them pregnant. We don't ever talk about the risk of pregnancy and how dangerous being pregnant is in general. There are a multitude of complications that can happen.
Bruh. Accountability. These bitches need accountability. Stop. Okay, stop. These bitches need accountability. It's not just a man who lays in that shit, bruh. It's not just a man who lays in that goddamn. It takes two to motherfucking fuck. Fuck the tango shit. It takes two to motherfucking fuck. Bitch. Hey, do you got a condom? Oh shit, I got a condom. You got a condom? Damn, I ain't got a condom. Oh shit, we not fucking then. Alright. Alright. That's cool.
During pregnancy, during childbirth, and
that's it. That's all you need.
There's obviously physical complications.
But also understand that some men would be weird as fuck about some. Nah, like da da da. Let me just. No, like bitch, just leave then. Leave out the space. You know, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna order my Uber and then like, come on, dude.
But there's also mental illness that can happen. Some women go into psychosis after having a child. Postpartum depression. They have hemorrhoids, blood clots, emergency C-sections, losing too much blood. There's so many different things that can go wrong when having a child. And the fact that these women that we deem to be considered such high-class women are getting pregnant by men that don't find the value in them, that is what is so upsetting. I mean, like, look at Sky Jackson's baby daddy. Sky Jackson went from being in Band-Aid commercials, being a star on a hit Disney Channel show, Jessie, to being basically almost a household name, to dealing with the man that takes pictures in a gas station and openly disrespects her. A man by the name of Yerky Yerky, when you're Zuri from Jessie. Girl.
I mean, it sounds like it matches though. Yerky Yerky, Zuri.
What did you listen to?
Man, OTF, Exotic Boy Bud, y'all know what the fuck going on.
Stop with him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all gotta get in here and check this out. The tea is piping hot because Sky Jackson just confirmed her pregnancy, but I found the Facebook account of her baby daddy.
I could've got that
and
bitch
this
pregnant,
is like
bro.
literally his third or fourth child, y'all. Now he is apparently from Cincinnati, Ohio. And when I went snooping around on his Facebook account, I saw that he had a picture of a baby girl and he captioned it Daddy's Girl on August 4th. Now, in addition to that, on Father's Day, which is June 16th, he said, my baby told me to stop treating her like a baby. I told her she gonna always be daddy's baby. Happy Father's Day. Obviously, that's him in the background. And I'm not too sure if this is his child or not because the photo did not have a caption, but it was uploaded on June 16th, which is Father's Day as well. It's a photo of him holding a baby boy. Now, I definitely believe that this is his legit Facebook page because he just showed love to Sky Jackson getting photographed by a couple of paparazzi with her big pregnant belly. What really confirmed that this was his Facebook account was this throwback picture of him in the middle.
Look at this nigga, bro. He look like he was fucking Photoshopped. What the fuck is this? Like this shit, you know.
Here, and he has a couple of additional other photos, but this entire situation is also crazy, y'all. While I am not trying to rain on Sky's parade, I just thought it was interesting that he literally has all these kids, and this is her first one.
And then you have a Keke Palmer, who also is with this man that is... I try not to talk bad about people, y'all, but it seems like he's like a struggling actor versus her.
Like, how did she even find him on fucking Facebook?
People are looking at it as if these women are providing charity work to these men. And I think it goes back to the concept of the independent black woman.
I'm not taking care of that, baby.
Black women are strong. We constantly push this.
Let me and Sky Jackson get...
I'm so tired of...
Let me and Sky Jackson get together, bro. I swear to God. Or your kid, stay with the father. We got our own kids.
Black women being...
And maybe he can come during the Christmases and the holidays and shit like that. But guess what? That's it. That's literally it.
Seen as strong, but we openly allow that to happen. We think I'm successful, I don't need no man, so I'm just gonna get with anybody because I don't want to deal with a man that is too egotistical or is threatened by my successes. But unfortunately, typically the men that have less money are more threatened, and we've seen that with the men that have I'm successful, I don't need no man, so I'm just gonna get with anybody. I'm so tired of black women being seen as strong, but we openly allow that to happen. We think I'm successful, I don't need no man, so I'm just gonna get with anybody because I don't want to deal with a man that is too egotistical or is threatened by my successes. But unfortunately, typically the men that have less money are more threatened, and we've seen that with Keke Palmer when her man went on Twitter when she was dancing with Usher, which I do think is a little inappropriate that she did that. But regardless, you correct your girl in private. He decided to go on the internet and expose her by saying, like, you're a mom though, so why are you out there dancing on another man? Or Sky Jackson's man for making a Facebook post allegedly saying he's mad he got this dumb Disney bee pregnant. That dumb Disney bee had a whole lot of more accomplishments than him, I'm sure. But a lot of times these men are threatened by that, so they act out.
I remember hearing about that shit. That is hilarious.
Just to prove to everybody that he slept with you. I done been around a bunch of guys that see a girl look good, big old butt, nice body, or whatever. She pretty.
Big old butt.
And get what he gonna say? I'm gonna put a baby in her. So he can prove to everybody he slept with her. That's it. The son heals, the daughter heals. You wonder why these women big and pregnant in the hospital having a baby.
I don't even feel bad because
their mama may
there's several different study guys out here.
Or their daddy might be there to witness everything. But guess what?
Like you said,
the baby daddy ain't gonna sign a birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? He don't really want to be there for it like that. So I'm just telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? They want to have a record of a bunch of fine baby mamas on their side. That's it.
I mean, it's almost as if we promote women being strong, and this goes for all races, quite frankly, when it comes to them struggling. That's what's promoted. I mean, Alicia Keys' song, Superwoman, in the video, is literally documenting this exact rhetoric I'm speaking on now. The concept that a woman is considered a superwoman when she has to struggle. The woman is a single mom just trying to make ends meet with her 2 babies, or 3 babies. I don't remember the video fully, but it was a lot of kids she had in that video, and that's what made her a superwoman, when there's other qualifications that make women superwomen besides being a mother or besides struggling. But this is what's constantly pushed. However, we don't need to test if we're strong women or not by becoming baby mamas. I don't care how many ways you guys want to flip it and flop it. Being a baby mama is not ideal. Sorry, it's not. We need to start getting rings and getting to know our partners before we decide to procreate with them. Period, point blank. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. And the entire argument online of marriage is just a piece of paper pisses me off. Okay? Because if marriage is just a piece of paper, what is money? Okay. We need to stop with that argument in order to justify our bad decisions.
How come every time somebody says it's better to wait until you're married before you have kids, people are always like, well, he can still leave you even if you're married. He can still leave you even if... Duh! The same way you can still die in a car accident even if you have your seatbelt on, but it's probably still a good idea to put that seatbelt on when you get in the car, right? Marriage protects you and gives you benefits that being a baby mama does not. Okay? So if you want to be a baby mama, that's your call. You're grown. You can do whatever you want. But stop trying to make women who want to wait until they're married before they have kids sound like they're crazy. Thank you.
We all know that being married does not mean that you're not going to be a single mother. We get that, okay? I know people say that argument all the time. Like, even if you're married, you still can be a single mom. And they say that because you can get divorced, or in the marriage, the husband's not supportive. But that's why we need to start vetting our partners a little bit better. I know a lot of you say you don't really know a man until you get pregnant by him. I can see that to a certain extent, but I think...
No, you cannot see... I'm not going to speak for her. No. Bruh. Men are so fucking simple. Y'all got one thing I can't say that women who they have. Y'all are intuitive. Y'all got that shit. Y'all can read men. Y'all are just very intuitive in line and shit like that, right? Bruh. Y'all can tell what a man is capping. Don't go on what a man is capping about. Come on now, like come on. Like, no, I'm not giving y'all no cop out, bro. Tony's giving you a cop out. I'm not giving y'all a motherfucking cop out, bro. Like, me and Tony gonna be on a motherfucking a collab shit, and she gonna be trying to say she could be trying to copy y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all fucking accountable. Like, no, that's not how it's gonna fucking go, bro. Stop. No.
I think there's little signs that women, us as women, yes, we choose to ignore all for the sake of love. No. Try to vet your partners a little.
Don't ignore no fucking shit. Don't ignore no fucking shit. Take that in and then let it just marinate and then realize, oh yeah, bro, like, this is not the one for me. And that's it. That's how it's going to be. And then move on to the next one. Do what you need to do.
A little bit differently and pay attention to signs that are considered red flags. That can save you from a lot of trouble. The issue is that a lot of women will accept a whole bunch of baggage and a whole bunch of red flags or yellow flags, whatever y'all want to call it, just to say they got a man. Once I see one red flag, baby, I am chucking the deuces. Now, I already basically went into this topic by now, but my next and final point is, how exactly do we stop this cycle? As a black woman at the ripe age of 23, almost 24 in like 3 weeks, I unfortunately can say that I have been to more baby showers than I've been to weddings. Thankfully, the first woman in my group, well, the younger cousins, is getting married. She'll be married on January 5th. Woo! So far, so good. The next generation is saving lives. In my family, at least. But I say that to say, my white peers, as y'all know, I've said it many times, I've went to a very Caucasian school. They are getting engaged. They are going to weddings. They are in weddings like nobody's business. And we're all the same age. My birthday's a little late, but everybody's like 23, well, probably 24 and 25 now. And they're doing all of this. I'm seeing the engagement rings. I'm seeing the bachelorette parties. I'm seeing the bridal showers. I'm seeing the weddings, obviously. I'm seeing it all. And I am well aware that this is not deciphered that these are happy marriages or happy happy engagements and happy bachelorette parties, but I can at least say that it is clear as day that white women are getting the rings and black women were not. Now, my close peers, okay, none of them have children yet. We have been doing good so far, okay? And these women are intelligent, beautiful. Some come from two-parent households. Some come from just healthy households in general, whether their parents are together or not. But they are struggling, including me, to find a good partner. Why is that? Well, that is because our community is struggling.
I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you exactly why. This is a personal message to Tony Brand. Because I haven't been out to Atlanta in a fat ass minute. That's why. I mean, that's obvious. That's really obvious. I haven't been out to Atlanta. Come on now. Come on. That's why. Don't worry, I'll be out there in a little bit, possibly. You never know. We're gonna cross paths.
To see the importance of marriage. Black women and men, please go get therapy, y'all. Please go get therapy. We can't allow our past traumas to continue cursing and affecting our future generations. While marriage doesn't guarantee a perfect family and the white picket fence, they do often provide a stronger foundation for our future children, which is our future generation. And with that stronger foundation, it allows stability, growth, and happiness when both parents are actively involved. Yes, that doesn't mean that you have to be married, but at least being actively involved. Whereas the baby mama and baby daddy culture just continuously promotes toxicity, which ultimately hurts everyone.
She already talking about, oh yeah, even if you are parents, you gotta be actively involved. No. It should. It don't mean marriage, but you gotta be actively involved. Fuck that shit. Marriage, then kids. Marriage, then fucking kids. The fuck is you talking about? Oh yeah, you can have your kids, but marriage don't have it. No. Marriage, have your time as a couple just to be married. Kids. That's how you do it. That's literally the fucking blueprint. That's literally the fucking blueprint, bro.
Everybody
don't listen to her, bro.
Including the child. Not even just including, especially the children.
I don't care what any baby mama say. Having to raise your kids by yourself is not a flex. And this is coming from a single mother. Listen to your sister. Don't let any baby mama deceive you into believing that being a single mother is more convenient than being a wife. You hear me? When I was pregnant with my daughter, I went through the whole pregnancy by myself. Ain't nobody going me to no appointments, no baby shower, no gender reveal. When my water broke, I got us to the hospital and from the hospital. And I can go on and on about my baby daddy. F my baby dad. F my baby dad. But I slept with him. So what kind of woman did that make me? A crazy motherfucker. Okay? You way too beautiful, way too smart, way too intelligent to be going through something like that. So live your soft girl life. Ain't nothing wrong with saying you too good to be a baby mama. You right. Because us strong black women not strong because we choose to be. We strong because we have to be.
I'm going to let you guys know some great benefits of marriage. You have emotional support. Statistics show that women are less likely to suffer through postpartum when they have a supportive partner on their side. That's an ongoing and crazy changing chapter. So I'm not surprised that a lot of women suffer from mental illness after adjusting to becoming a mother. Having a partner helps and allows women to adjust to this new chapter of their life. And it's not just that. It allows both men and women to be able to lean on each other and learn and grow from each other. We have, of course, financial stability. Children are more inclined to have higher educational achievement. There's a lower risk of poverty, and your child is more likely and inclined to enter into happy and healthy relationships. And that's because they need to see examples at home of that. Another component of breaking the baby mama culture is that we need to promote safe sex. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should be having casual hookups or relationships. Y'all, use a condom, please. Get on your birth control. Do something to avoid the outcome of creating.
There are more than 24 contraceptives out here. Yes. Use your condoms. I said this shit earlier. Condoms, birth control, I don't want to say UTI, that's a urinary tract infection, so it's not that. But the shit they get you, you poke that shit in there, and you just, you know, the little like thing in your arm for the females, like that shit is all about this shit. Yes.
A child in a toxic environment. And let's be clear, this isn't just about avoiding unwanted pregnancies. It's also about avoiding unwanted STDs and STIs, okay? Y'all clearly seem to forget that one. And I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Choose better partners. This is why I don't promote casual sex. But even if you are being casual with somebody, please make sure who you are sleeping with, you can see them as a potential parent to your child. Pookie and Ray Ray are not going to be stable figures in your child's life. I'm almost certain. Date intentionally, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have a happy marriage and have a healthy co-parent with that co-parent you're actually with. Because we be pushing that a lot too, the co-parenting thing. I'm so tired of hearing the word co-parent. Child, oh my gosh, I'm tired of it. And I want to be clear, because I see so many people talking about, well, marriage is terrible, and a wedding ring doesn't mean anything. It can be just as bad as being a single mother. Not all marriages need to be insufferable and miserable, okay? That does not need to be the case. If you both are actively trying and want the relationship to work and have respect for one another and want to grow with one another, beautiful things can happen. And I get that I'm single. Heck, I don't even have a boyfriend yet, y'all. I get it. But I think, honestly, sometimes the single ones are the smartest ones, because we're choosing intentionally, date intentionally, and you'll be a lot happier. Social media has glamorized the concept of baby mama and baby daddy culture far too long. And we as a Black community and as a people need to start shifting our focus to more positive aspects of relationship instead of constantly promoting the negative ones that are continuing to contribute to traumatic cycles, which inevitably harm our children and our future generations of children. All right, you guys, so that is the end of today's video. And that is why I said that it seems like baby mama culture is seemingly never ending, because everybody is getting pregnant again and again. Protect your womb, ladies, okay? It will save you a lot of stress in the long run. I'm sure we've heard from so many baby mamas that have said that being a baby mama is not ideal and it is not a fun life to live. And if I become one, y'all, don't clock me in this video. But I have no intention of becoming one, and I feel like I've been doing a good job so far. But of course, I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on baby mama culture? Do you find it to be toxic? Do you find it to be increasingly normalized? Are you a baby mama? Can you share your story on why you potentially deter women from being a baby mama? Let's get it all going in the comments down below. We are on the road to 300,000 subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video. Thank you all for your endless love and support, and I will see you all in my very next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.
That was a great video by motherfucking Tony Brienne. Dope as hell.